What's up, guys? Cody today with patch 6.2 patch notes. Yes, they are coming out on the 28th, tomorrow, if you're watching it when I post it. And this is pretty surprising because, you know, I just assumed that it was gonna be coming out like next week, like any other 2 weeks schedule should be. That's how it's been in the past. It's that they kind of screwed up with the last bits. But so let's dive into it then. So Jin is coming out and the Shen rework is coming out as well. So don't expect to play them pretty much because everyone's going to be trying to play them or it's going to be banned. So Dr. Mundo, his E is getting nerfed damage wise and his ult is getting an increase in cooldown. Elise, her movement speed's being decreased and her W in spider and her sorry, her W damage is being decreased for a volatile spiderling. Fiora bug fix, Gangplank ult cooldown increased by 20 seconds. Karma W mana cost decrease. Kha'Zix bug fixes. Kindred Q mana up, Q mana cost up, and E damage down. Nunu, they're changing a bunch of stuff with his E. It's to make him better, like, game, kind of. I don't know how it's gonna go. Costs less, slows less, better slow earlier. Well, cost less, lower cooldown, slow duration decrease, slow increase early on, damage down, and ability power ratio down. Poppy bug fix. Rengar, they're changing up some of the stuff with his kit. His Q now does 30% instead of 50% of total attack damage, and for the attack damage buff, it is 20% instead of 10%. His Bolus Strike now has a cast time of 0.25 seconds when Rengar casts it while in mid-air, and Rengar will now properly throw his Bolus Strike if he tried to do it in mid-air, but the targeting cursor was out of range. And this is the important part that they wanted to address. Rengar's ult, they're increasing the exclamation mark range by 200. Tahm Kench, his passive is now on a 5-second for the stack duration. His Q, the hitbox is now better for that, the indicator for that. They fix a bug with his W, and his Abyssal Voyage, his ult ratio for the bonus damage, or for the bonus health, is now decreased. Frost Queen's now on a additional 30-second cooldown, and Ghosts no longer move slightly faster when they see their target. Relicon going down in costs, Athene's going down in costs, Darksteel going down in costs, Cull getting increased damage, getting 2 extra 80, and now will pay out 50 additional gold when you hit the 100 stacks. Rapid Fire Cannon, bug fixing. They did this wall collision detection thing. I don't quite understand the changes, but pretty much flashing over and placing wards over walls should be far more intuitive as to blah 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 blah. Yeah, so I don't know. It's supposed to be about it's more clear or something like that for the wards over walls. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Assassin Mastery, the damage is being increased by 0.5, and the damage is now no longer exclusive on enemy champs. So let's see, Thunderlords is the cooldown is being increased early on and then less later on, so now it's on a 25 to 15 second cooldown based upon your level, and now the stack decay period is now 3 seconds to the 5 seconds, so it is a nerf pretty much. Nerf early game at least. When you get to mid game, it's kind of better, but it's not really. The cooldown is going to be lower, but it's not going to make a difference. So then, Windspeaker's Blessing. It's just changing the tooltip pretty much. That's all it really is. War debris. Now this is a very good point. Because what this is gonna do, this new war debris system that they have going on. Now the debris will last for, instead of 300 seconds, it will now last for 240 seconds, and in the first 10% of its lifespan, it will glow, and then after 30 and then for the next 30%, it'll just stop going, and it'll just be like normal, I think. And then for the final 60 seconds, it'll start to shrink. And that's just to show you, like, that's to be more exact of when the ward was placed. Sweeping lens, they're just making things better for that. Farsight alteration, just doing the changing up how stuff looks, so that it's easier to tell where it's going, where you're putting stuff. And now trinkets are castable during channels. So now for, well, what they want to do is for Jin and Zera to be able to put down their Farsight trinket while they're ulting. Unfortunately, that is bugged currently, but they are working on fixing that. So that's what they want to do, though. And just some fixes and whatnot on everything. And they had a little thing about the new Champ Select, their improvements on it. So now you can now select your chromas now, and you can select your ward skins now in Champ Select. And the matchmaking balance, queue times, and pre-made is all being improved. So yeah, that's it for the patch 6.2 patch notes, guys. I'm surprised that this came out a couple days early, and I'm actually quite happy with these changes here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe if you did. And see you all in the next one. Thanks.